There she go. Hey, hey,
Hello.
hey. What's up?
Another girl. Just, get ready to relax. I've been relaxing this whole weekend.
Girl, I
Ugh.
wish. I,
Yes, relaxing. I got this Patreon up finally.
you got a Patreon?
Girl, listen, I've had this Patreon for like, I want to say a month, but I've never told anybody because I just was like, who gonna subscribe to this? And I
Man,
held on to it. I've been critiquing it, trying to figure out what I can provide, that's effective and worth it.
yo,
But
nasty writing.
girl, I don't know about my writing being nasty. I think I'm, mild compared to some of our other
I
counterparts.
I think you are very romantically nasty. That's how I
I've,
put it.
I've never heard it like that.
You are very romantically because you can't help but fall in love with the characters and the
Yeah,
romance be romancing, but when it's time to get nasty, you get nasty.
girl, get to the business, okay? Yeah, but I was like, I just gonna have to take a chance and just let people do it. So like I went ahead and I put it out. I think I made a post yesterday and today. Today was the first time I put it out everywhere that I got one,
Mm-hmm.
except for on TikTok. I didn't make no post here yet, but you know,
Y'all be slipping on TikTok. I be like, where the hell they be at?
it's not. I think that for me, I just gotta do it. Like I gotta sit here and get the time right to actually make some content because I don't be knowing what to do.
Lord Jesus.
I don't. I don't be knowing what to say, what to do.
Look, if y'all don't get y'all some street teams on TikTok,
I need some. Listen, I've been saying that forever that I have to readjust my street team because ain't no way that folks shouldn't. I met some people at 4Bs because
mm-hmm.
Monica's event was superb. Okay, that was an
Yo, I'm
experience.
so mad that I missed it.
It was an experience. It wasn't an event. It was an experience.
I
That's
bet. God
different.
damn.
That is so different to experience someone's culture and they invite you in a different kind of way like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little different than just throwing a romance event. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like
That's why I loved it.
she really created something that was like you can't do it on a yearly basis the way she created it because it was an experience. It wasn't just a book event.
Mm.
So if she did it again, I'm pretty certain that it probably wouldn't be next year or nothing like that.
I hope she does do it again because I need to experience that.
I told her, I was like, because the way I got to watch that rodeo in the skyboxes, okay, I felt like I had money. I
I
felt,
did.
I felt like I had it, girl. I was in comfort. You know what I mean? We had nice seating in there.
Damn. I
Girl,
can't believe I missed that. I
it
was
was
sick.
so beautiful. I don't think I dressed up as much as I did for that event.
Damn. I wanted to wear cowboy boots and Daisy Duke shorts and
Girl, let me tell y'all something that I did not know about cowboy boots. Them
they
things
hurt.
hurt. Them things hurt. Okay, they cute, but they hurt. Don't get the triangle toe ones. Get you a square toe. They ain't all that cute, but they comfortable.
The way y'all was complaining about them damn feet,
Girl, let me tell
that's
you,
what y'all get.
I brought sneakers. I was like, this this is not it.
Y'all know y'all gotta break in shoes just like y'all break in heels.
I know, and that's the problem. I don't be wearing heels. I don't be wearing none of that. I need my feet to be comfortable. I don't want to be cute that bad.
Oh, damn.
I
I
do
heard that.
not. Girl, I'll throw on some sandals in a minute while everybody else got on heels. I don't have time for that. Life is too hard for me to be walking around with my feet hurt too.
Now,
No.
nowadays, I'm like that because when I was young, I used to run in 6-inch heels. Just running them motherfuckers.
Girl,
Yes, girl. When I
no.
was in the military, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was wearing 6-inch heels, running in them, 6-inch heel boots, thigh high. I didn't care.
I wish I was like that.
But age,
Let me
age
tell you
and
something.
children,
But you know something? I'm not even that old. I'm still in my 20s.
girl.
I just don't participate in those types of activities.
But you know what? I wish I would have just did that in my 20s because now
Yeah.
my knees is like,
Girl, let me tell you something. I'm not even 30. I turned 30 this year. So I'm like, dang, all these different things is happening. First of all, I've never had heartburn.
girl, please
I've
don't speak on
never
that. Oh,
I've
geez.
never had heartburn, but as soon as I turned 28, 29, now all of a sudden I can't have spaghetti and pasta like that. My chest be
Mm-hmm.
on fire.
Girl, tell me why. You know, I'm a hot sauce,
Oh,
jalapeno
me too,
type
girl.
girl. Everything got to have hot sauce.
Girl, don't
Everything
worry
got to be
about it.
spicy.
I got Tums at my house now. I got them on deck because I don't know what's going on. My body didn't. I don't know what it. Something clicked.
I had to go to the doctor and found out I had GERDs. And I can't eat
Oh,
spicy stuff without taking my medicine. I need medicine.
oh my gosh, girl, I would be hurt.
Girl, I hurt wasn't the word. I can't even eat jalapenos like I used to. I can't eat any of that spicy shit. If I know I'm making spaghetti, I better double up.
Girl, so my mom, she put me onto something with spaghetti. Like, if you put like cream cheese in it, it'll help get rid of the acid.
Oh
Like, it'll
shit!
break it down, and it make it still tastes like spaghetti now,
Uh
but
huh.
it just break down the acid taste so that you're not getting that heartburn and all of that stuff. Girl,
I
I had
didn't
to
know
start
that.
doing that. Mm-hmm.
Shit, I'm gonna try that shit.
Girl, try it out. You know,
Cause
look, I didn't got on here talking about all types of stuff.
that's okay. I want y'all to be comfortable when y'all come on here because a lot of times the authors are nervous or they're very introverted. So
Yeah.
they're like
I'm
so.
not I wouldn't say I'm introverted. I wouldn't say that. I'm in a place of like I'm introverted when necessary. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I need a reset. Like if I need to reset and I need to, you know, take a chill pill from being around people, then I'm introverted. But for the most part, I be chilling.
These these book events make me introverted.
Girl, it's so many people. Okay, and y'all do multiple book events throughout the year. I'm all power to y'all because I be stressed from the one, and we've only done Southern Hearts one time.
Really?
So
I thought y'all did it more than once.
nope. This last year was the first time we ever did Southern Hearts. Yep.
Girl, I really
The,
thought y'all done
the
did
way
it. Like,
folks talk about it, you would think we did it at least two,
yeah.
3 years. No, ma'am. We've only done Southern Hearts once.
Wow.
And I was like, ooh, girl,
Girl.
tired. I could not write after Southern Hearts. After Southern Hearts, I was so tired.
Girl.
I was like rebooting for like weeks.
People don't get it. Like when you do book events, it's a lot of mental, it's a lot of physical, it's a lot of traveling, it's a lot of going to locations. It's a lot.
Well,
It's a lot.
initially we were gonna try to do Southern Hearts the second year in Charleston, but I told myself, I said, "Baby, our help is in Columbia. No, ma'am, we're not like that.
Mhm.
We not built for moving around. We write all day. We got other things to do. We cannot be going nowhere else. So it's right here. If you want to go to Southern Heights, it's gonna be at Columbia every single, whenever, however many years we intend to do this. Hopefully, we keep doing it.
I hope you
But
do.
long story short, it will be right here in Columbia.
Girl, me
This
and
one I
Shannon,
help at.
we decided that after this year there won't be like multiple cities like that. It'll be like 3 cities. They're only going to be theme events. Like I mean, it's going to be a theme, and it's going to be a collaboration with an author or a book club. It's
That's
not
smart. That's
that
smart.
that this shit right here.
It's
Because
tiring.
Shannon is sick right now, and we just been traveling so much that I'm like, you know what? Next month we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going. I don't give a fuck if we had plans to go somewhere. We ain't going nowhere.
I get it completely. I'm telling you, it take it out of you, but it's because you want everybody to have such a good time. You
Hmm.
want their money to be worth it. It's
Yeah,
like you spent this money to come here. You took the time to pay for your flight, where you staying at. You just want the experience to be something that it was
yeah,
worth their money and their time. We
exactly.
don't, we don't get our time back, so I really take that stuff very seriously.
And
I
I tell people
Yeah.
we don't make no money. It's
Oh no.
little to no money because even if you make money, it got to get put back into the pot. It's not like people have this mindset that we just making bank off of this. No, the white
Yeah.
conventions are making bank.
Ooh.
We are not.
Girl, let me tell you something. Me and Kim was coming out of pocket last year, which is why we had to change the way we ran the tickets this year because we spent a lot of out of pocket money. We had an open bar.
Mm.
Nobody paid for drinks. They not paying for drinks this year either. That we had professional photographer there taking pictures that people could take physical. Girl,
Mm.
literally, it was such a good time. I'm not going to even lie,
Yeah.
but
It's a lot of work.
I want it to be that way, you know.
Yeah.
And I
It's a
was
lot of
lenient
work.
to spend money, huh?
It's a lot of work. And plus,
Mhm.
this year we decided, hey, sponsorships.
Yeah, please. We're we need a little help. Thank you so much.
Sponsorship, because it was great in Houston because we had Diggs Boy Bourbon. They sponsored the drinks.
Let
We
me
had
tell you
a
something. Y'all did the thing in Houston. That was the food was good.
girl.
It was a good time. Y'all did a great job. I
We
was, you
was
know me.
tired.
Listen, y'all know I was just there to be a reader. I was helping Monica. I was like, Monica, you need. I was like, at that time I had took a little break to stay at Monica house, and what I did, I was at Monica's house for like a week, girl.
Mm,
And y'all know Monica lives in the country.
mm.
Like I remember I was driving to sis house and all I seen was cows, bulls, and I was like, oh my gosh, am I in the right place? Girl, she called me and I'm like, am I going the right way? She like, yeah, but I want you to slow down because I see you. And I'm like, I don't see you.
Wow.
She's like, I want you to slow down because there's some cattle guards. And if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like something in the road that you can't speed over fast because it's supposed to stop like the animals and stuff from getting out and getting
I've been
gone.
seeing that since Alabama.
Girl, let me tell you something. But her house was the most welcoming, the
Mm,
most peaceful. Girl, I
mm,
mean, when I got back from there, I was able to come home and stay a while.
mm.
Yeah, it was so peaceful. It was so beautiful. Girl, loved it. Loved it.
I
I said
need
I almost found the house out there.
shit. I need that type of peace here. I'm over here struggling in Chicago trying to find a
Girl,
house to purchase. These motherfuckers ain't acting right.
girl, I'm coming to Jessica Watkins event this year in
I'm always
Chicago.
at her event. I'm
I've
always.
never been. This is my
It's a,
first time.
it's a time. It's a time.
I've heard that from everybody, and when she asked me, I was like, yeah,
It's
I've never been to Chicago, and I want to come to. I've never been to her event either, so
it's a time. When I say it's I don't know what it is about black events, but it's so welcoming
yeah,
and it's so family oriented.
yeah,
We're not blood related, but we in the thick of it. And it's just like a time, you know what I'm saying? When you go in there, you don't feel like the authors are standoffish. They're
yep,
helping one another. They're talking to the readers. They're talking to readers who are not even their own readers. You know what I'm saying? They're just
yeah.
having a great fucking time. And then Jessica plays great music. And
I love it. I love
and
it.
the food is good, and she did her thing with having this event in Chicago, because on the Midwest there's not a lot of events.
Right, right.
And
I
so
can agree with you there.
this one is like needed, and I'm
Yeah.
happy that she does it.
Well, I'm excited to go. I'm ready to see what's going on out there. I don't know if you know who Sassy is. She be on here all the time, on TikTok all the time. Sassy lives in Chicago,
Mm.
and she was like, "Yeah, when you get out here, I'll take you to some good spots." And I'm like, "All right, girl, I'm all for it."
Girl, Chicago got that food,
That's what I'm coming for.
that food. Oh, Sassy Silverman. Okay,
Yes,
now I
yes,
know.
my
All
girl.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she. Oh, somebody said, "Are you going as an author or a reader?" I'm going as an author. I'm gonna have a table, but I'm definitely gonna do. I'm gonna do pre-orders because that's a far distance for me to be going with a lot of books.
Y'all be selling out that event. I tell you that much.
Girl, I
How
think
much?
for Monica's event, I had sent like, well, my dad lived in Texas, so I
Mm,
sent all my books there. And I think I had sent him like 3, 4 boxes. I left her event with 5 books.
mm,
And it was only because it was like people bought the first 2 books of this the
mm.
King Dynasty series and then left the last 3. So it was like how I'ma sell the last 3 of this series.
You know,
Um,
you
that was the
know.
only thing. So that's why I got stuck with those.
You know what? It as a event host, and I don't know if you agree with this. The best feeling in the world is when the author comes up to you and say, "I sold out all my books."
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I in Houston, so many authors have said that, and in Tulsa, we were like, "I'm leaving here with one book."
And that is so big because they're coming and they're taking a chance with
Yeah,
boxes and boxes of books. And for them to just leave with that, girl,
it
I
was.
already know. I
It's
already
an
know.
amazing feeling. So let's get into this interview. We
Oh,
over
yeah.
here chit chatting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Cause I definitely want to get into your head about the King Dynasty series and that marketing rollout. You know what I'm
Lord.
saying?
Yes.
So introduce yourself, tell everybody who you are, what genre you write in, and anything you want them to know before we get started.
Okay. I'm Iesha Bree, y'all. I've been writing for about 8 years. Um, I am indie. I will say that. Y'all, I'm in a place right now where I mentioned it earlier. I just dropped my Patreon. Um, I'm gonna be in these where else I'm gonna be at? I'm gonna be at a ton of events this year. The Black Romance Book Fest,
Mm-hmm.
Indie Love, the Chicago Book. I can't. Is that what is
The
the name
urban,
of
it's the urban in Chicago. You know,
it?
Jessica Watkins presents.
Jessica Watkins presents book event. And then we got Southern Hearts. I'll be there. I'm also gonna be at the Gym Awards, but I'm not coming as a. I'm not gonna have a table there. I'll just be there. So if y'all just want to chit chat with me, I'll be there.
Well, you know, I'm the podcaster for that Gem Awards.
I know that's
So,
right.
so
That's
I'm
what
gonna be, podcasting.
I love it. Well, congrats, girl, because that's
Thank you.
that's an opportunity.
It is. It is. And so will Lady Creole is one of the presenters. That's
Let
gonna be
me
there.
tell you something. The way sis was working at the Four
Mm.
Bs, she deserved that spot to be in there doing what she got to do. She was
I've
working
seen the
hard.
pictures. I seen the pictures.
She was working hard, but that's all I want to share. Yeah.
Okay, so what started you on your journey? You know what I'm saying? You have put out some very romantic, fire, contemporary, borderline urban fiction that is just romance and fucking because the dick be dicking. You know what I'm saying? The back shots be back shotting. You
They
know. So how did you get into this and start writing?
So when I was in college, I used to I had this girl, we was roommates, and we both found out that we used to read a lot. So she would be telling me about books, I'd be telling her about some, and she was like, "Why don't we try to write a book?" And
Mm-hmm.
mind you, I had never thought to try to write a book. I wrote like little things for like projects at school, and I used to do really good at it, but that was
Mm-hmm.
it. So when she had said it to me, she was like, "Why don't we both just try?" And I was like, "Okay." So we went. We got a notebook. She got a notebook. It literally just was gonna write them in the notebook and then go about our day. Girl, let me tell you something. I wrote that book and I actually finished. I think she finished hers, but it was like way after me.
Mm-hmm.
And I went looking all over Facebook for somebody that could make me a cover. I went and I found my own editor. And then I started doing research on how to do my books on Amazon. Like when I tell you, I'm one of those people that will figure it out. If I want to do something, I'm going to find out. I learned everything by myself, essentially.
Damn, I like that, girl.
Listen, I learned everything. I found whatever I needed to get to where I needed to get to. So like when people approach me like, "Hey, how did you do this? How did you do that?" I don't mind telling you, but I also be thinking in my head like, "Sis, Google be working fantastically." Like, you know what I mean? You can get on there and you can find so much. But I found everything by myself. Like nobody
Mm-mm.
told me where to go for covers. None of that. So I found it. I think I don't know if this lady still does covers or not, but her name was Dottie. Do you know who that is?
Mm-hmm.
I don't,
Why does that sound familiar?
she did my she I had wrote the May Sister series and she did my first cover. Long story short, I wrote that book and I finished it, and I think after that I wrote two more books. So then at that point I had just kept going. Old girl who started with me, she never wrote another book again.
Wow.
So it was like
Wow.
I was supposed to meet her to put me on
Yeah.
this journey and take me where I'm going. My zodiac sign, I'm a Cancer.
do you feel as like contemporary romance when it comes to black authors always get this bad rap of it's boring, it's not
Yeah.
as street as the urban fiction, but
Right.
it's not as enticing as the paranormal, but it's only
Yeah.
for black authors they do that too.
I don't understand that because for me, I want to feel.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like with contemporary romance, you there because you want to feel too.
Mm-hmm.
So when I did contemporary romance, it was just what I was used to, it was what I read. I didn't know, like, I feel so bad what I'm about to say.
Uh-oh.
I do not know. I did not read any of the greats that everybody say that they read, as in with urban fiction,
Mm-hmm.
anything. If y'all tell me a great, I ain't never read it. The only one I have ever read that was a great that I would say is Brenda Jackson.
Mm.
But what does she write? It ain't urban. It's more along contemporary.
It's contemporary, damn near historical.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. And that's kind of where all my reading was at. I read a lot of that stuff and I read a lot
Mm-hmm.
of fantasy and paranormal.
Me too.
So, I kind of, it was inevitable that I fell there. And it's funny because my mom, she reads my books.
Mm.
So when I wrote Strummed, she was like, where'd you learn any of this? She was like, you didn't even grow up like this. I was like, I don't know, girl. They just came to me. So I don't know. I feel like I said, I feel like with contemporary, it's about feel.
Mm.
It's about the feels, and that's if you can't feel it when you read it, then it is going to be boring.
I think
Period.
with me, and I think a lot of readers who didn't know about the black side of everything, because we was at Barnes and Nobles only seeing the white side. And so
Oh,
they base contemporary off of a white Eurocentric version.
yep.
So the black version, they automatically have those, you know,
Stereotype.
stereotypes for it.
Hmm.
When, a lot of times until you read it, you
Yeah,
don't get it. It's a different vibe compared to the white counterparts.
girl. Let me tell
And
you something. I was telling Kim about that because we went to me and Kim went and ate on Friday.
mhm.
And I was telling her where I first started reading. And I said, I used to have a Nook. I said, I didn't even know Amazon
Mm,
existed. I said, I didn't even know Amazon existed. I had a Nook for Barnes and Noble. And that's where I read all my stuff. And I had to buy everything over there. At
mm,
Barnes and Noble, they ain't giving you no Kindle Unlimited type stuff. You got to buy it. So
mhm.
everything over there, I was buying and doing all this stuff. And I didn't know that there was a such thing as black romance authors
Yeah.
except for Brenda. I knew about her and I knew a couple others, but they wrote interracial.
Mhm.
So I was in a space of reading about cowboys, secret babies, and interracial. That was where I was at.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
girl, yeah, we was talking about that. She was like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, girl, that's all I read."
And it's across the board because even though I've read black authors when I was younger,
Hmm.
um, they didn't sell them at Barnes and Nobles, Books a Million,
Yep.
Borders. You know what I'm saying? Those bookstores didn't give a shit about us. And there was like this little tiny section that said
Mhm.
African American.
Yep.
And it didn't even say romance. It just said African American literature.
And I went to my Books a Million that's here,
Mm.
and they used to have a African American section. Girl, they had to get rid of it because somebody went in there. Now you can't. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you can't, find anything. You can't find any books like that because they got rid of the section,
Mm.
and now you just don't be knowing where them books at in the stuff.
Yeah, and this is plays in a part where I had said in Chicago at our Barnes and Nobles, it's so diverse. Like you walk in, you see black books everywhere.
Hmm.
They're on the shelves with the white authors. They're actually on the
Yeah.
tables. Onyx Storm, that big ass book that everybody was talking about, is on the
Hmm.
wall in the back. And black books, you see Kennedy Ryan, you see Tia Williams, you see those books up front. So
That is crazy.
it's like, when I hear y'all talk about how y'all bookstores are, I'm like, shit, I'm glad I live in Chicago. Shit, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's so different. But again, I do think it's a demographic thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the South.
Yeah,
We in South Carolina. You know what I mean? They gonna cater to what's here
yeah,
and who's shopping the most in there.
yeah,
Who, you know what I mean? That just all goes into it. I mean, we can't control that.
yeah. I feel you on that, and that's unfortunate. But that's why I tell people when you come up to Chicago, just go to the Barnes and Nobles. You're gonna see something different. Go to the
Yeah,
mom and
yeah.
pop stores. You're gonna see some. Even in the white bookstores, it's mainly black books.
Because of the demographic.
Yeah,
The
they.
demographic. Yeah.
Do you feel that as a black author, especially a female author, it's harder for you to find a balance without being too political in your writing style that it turns off? Because it's some black kinfolk, not all kinfolk, skinfolk, but find a balance with trying to be too political with getting a point out with your romance, but at the same time trying to pull yourself back so you can still be in that realm of fiction.
I don't know if I even think that deeply about it. I'm
Hmm.
gonna be honest with you. For me, the story just comes to me and I write it. I
Hmm.
don't be thinking about nobody but myself, girl. I'm not gonna lie. When I write that story, because initially you're supposed to write for you,
Hmm.
because you're writing to see, the books that you would pick up, you would read, because there's somebody that read the same way I do.
Yeah,
Um, and initially, that's just really what I be thinking. And when I get in here and I be writing, I don't be thinking to myself like, "Oh, if I say this, somebody ain't gonna like it." I don't
yeah,
never think like that because I don't know. I just want it to sound and feel good to me. If I feel it and I feel good about it, oh baby, it's coming out. Thank you so much. If you read it, if you don't, I might be a little sad for a little bit if nobody read it. But after that, we gonna move on.
I think these newer authors, unfortunately, they find a lot of pressure because of social media, and there's
Yeah.
and unfortunately, the loudest voices are the few
Yeah.
are like doing negative stuff. Like you have that whole struggle love issue. And I just want to say this one more time, one more again for the peanut gallery. There's no such thing as struggle love because everybody in every demographic goes through some bullshit with a nigga or a female.
They
Period.
do. They do.
So what you saying? Everybody got struggle love because it ain't
Girl.
just black folk.
And you know what I appreciate about my socials? I don't never
Mm.
see none of these arguments.
The unfortunate part about me having a podcast, people
You
do
don't see it
tend to
all.
send me the fucking clips.
Yeah.
And I'll
Yeah.
be like, in my fucking 50 Cent voice, how the fuck did I get here?
Hey, I be so blessed. Let me tell you something. I be looking around and people tell, like, I hear about it clearly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But because I got a bunch of author friends, I got a bunch of reader friends, stuff like that. So I hear about it, but I be like, baby, I didn't see that
Yeah.
on mine.
I try not to, but when people send it to me, all of a sudden my FYP, what the fuck is
Yeah, what is this?
this? Like, bruh.
I don't never. I promise y'all, I don't see it. If I don't know what it is. I only see the stuff that I want to see.
So what to you, what's the importance of black love? What's the in a contemporary space and an urban space, it's different. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So what is black love to you and why is it so important? Not just being black, but why is it important to showcase black love even for
Yeah,
those who are not black?
honestly, because we got some of the purest love, okay? Because we go through some of the deepest struggles.
Mm,
And when you can, go through those things and still have somebody that's there waiting on you to be with what you need and you being what they need and y'all being
mm,
what y'all, I don't know. It's a feeling. It's hard to put it into words, but
mm,
I know for me when I'm writing, I keep saying this and I'm gonna say it throughout this whole interview. I need to feel something, okay? I need my heart to be beating in my chest. I need me to be swooning. I need to be like, where is this man at on the street? Okay?
mm.
Because it's to give hope as well. Because
Yeah.
love is love. You know what I mean? Like if even if somebody else pick up my book that's not black, you gonna
Mm,
feel love. And honestly, don't we all want to be loved in some essence of way, even if it's not with somebody romantically? You want to be loved, and
friendship,
yeah, you
everything.
want a friend. I
Mm,
mean, and honestly, that's why my books also, I don't just touch on the romance between
mm,
the couple, I touch on the love between friendships too,
Mhm.
because I noticed that with a lot of stuff that I have read in the past, like before I started writing, I never used to see that.
Yeah.
Where it was always just about the couple, but your friendships and your people around you also have a big part in what you
Mhm.
do in your romantic relationship as well.
Mhm. And it's
So,
also was the why females can't have friendships and sisterhoods because they're right, they're jealous. They're
yeah.
jealous of this relationship.
And the thing is that that's not always true.
It's not.
It's not always true because not even to jump around, but and stay a while, she had
Mhm.
the friend who was getting married,
Mhm.
and she was happy for her, but also in the same breath it was like, I'm really about to be alone, because when people get in relationships, they forget about you sometimes.
True.
And
True.
that's just a fact. It is.
Yeah.
They forget about their friends for a while because you be in this bubble of, oh my goodness, this person is making my heart skip a beat. This person
Mhm.
is taking my breath. You be in this space. And
Mhm.
when
Yeah.
you leave your friend behind that been rocking with you, sitting on the couch with you, eating popcorn and then feeling that space of companionship, and then when you find somebody to take their spot, they be in the wind.
Yeah, that's true.
And
I definitely leave you bitches behind. Soon as you
listen,
say,
listen.
hey, come
I
on.
told I told Kim, I said, I just want you to know, friend, as soon as my husband get get in my life, you might as well just count me out for at least a month. I'm gonna get back right after the month or two. I said, but I promise you could count me out.
Let me tell you something. Booked and Busy was having a little birthday thing this week, earlier this week,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
We was drinking, we was having a good time. That man said something. I said, I'll be back. I ain't never come back.
Girl, cause it's just something about it. You know what? It was nice. We had a good time. I'm gonna head on out. I mean, it just is what it is. But I did want to touch on those things because your friendships also matter in
Yeah.
those spaces as well, because they was there. And as soon as, if something happened, God forbid nothing don't happen.
Mm,
If something happened, guess who door you gonna be at?
your friends.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna treat you like you treated me when you left me behind. But no, I absolutely wanted to make sure that those things
Mm.
matter. But yeah, that's what I
But
say about that, y'all.
how do you
Yeah.
stay authentic to the feels in romance? How do you stay authentic to love?
So for me, I think about the small things,
Mm.
because everybody want these grand gestures. I don't get me wrong, I'm a grand gesture girl because I love To All the Boys I Loved Before, that's on
Mm-hmm.
Netflix with
Mm-hmm.
Peter Kavinsky. That man was
Mm-hmm.
the king of grand gestures. Okay, when I want to feel, if I want to be motivated to write a romance again, I go ahead and I cut that on. Because something about YA, it just feels different. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
because ain't no sex, nothing in it.
No, it's just
So
romance.
it's just romance, it's whatever the case be. But I think about the small stuff, the little things, like when he's seen. I'm gonna use an example, like when they broke up and he came because she don't like to drive in the snow. So he goes and he drives. And he waiting outside for her in his coat to pick her up, even though they not together no more. But he knows that she doesn't like to drive in the snow, and he love her that much that he gonna wait outside to make sure she get home safe. Those are the things that make people hearts, like,
Yeah.
they make you sing, because it's like, you paid attention to me. Oh, I
Yeah.
told you I don't like hot sauce, and you made, I mean, I told you I love hot sauce, and you make sure that I got it at wherever we at. You love me like that you making sure I got hot sauce. It's the little things, and that's the way I kind of make sure that it's still there,
Yeah.
that you feel it, because you tell me you don't feel seen when your man do something, or your significant other, they do something that just be like, oh, so you did hear me the other night when I said that.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Especially when those boxes from Amazon come to the damn door. And be like, man, I just got everything that was in the cart. Fuck
Yeah, thank you so much. You know what I mean? But those little things, I feel like, help me stay with the feels, because that's where you
it.
feel it at. it don't be them big grand moments. I mean, obviously sometimes that get you, but them little moments really build it up to be where like you super connected with these characters.
Mm. So the publishing industry, let's talk about
Mhm.
that. It's full of shit. And so, especially towards Black authors and POC authors, how
Mhm.
do you think it has broken barriers with Black authors in terms of right now? But how far do we have to go as far as the future?
Girl, let me tell you something. We got work on our hands, that's for sure. But I feel like because now we got indie authors like Jacquel
Mm-hmm.
that's topping charts, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and doing it by herself,
Mm-hmm.
that makes people take notice. Like, we don't necessarily need you. The
Mm-hmm.
money was gonna come whether you offered it or placed it in front of us or not.
Facts.
It literally, I think that the more we get our readers to support, the more we'll start to see us all can climbing them charts and being up there. But again, they support in the way they can. Readers support the way they can. We all support each other the way we can. I mean, I don't know how much further we got to go with the whole publishing thing
Jesus.
because again, I literally be in a bubble for myself and
Mm-hmm.
I just be focused on what I can do and how I can get to some, get as far as I possibly can. But, obviously there are, you know,
Yeah.
there's some gates that
It
you
is.
gotta get over.
Now you did this rollout for King's Dynasty. My
Yeah.
God, that how the hell did you come up with all that?
Girl, let me tell you something. So first of all, the King Dynasty is okay, so let me just give you a whole little backup on it.
Okay.
The King Dynasty is based off of my family. So when I say that, I say it as in I gave them so King is my origin last name.
Mm-hmm.
That's my mom's side of the family. They're kings.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, we'll use that. And then I have five aunts and uncles on my mom's side of the family, which is why there's five books.
Mm.
I have two uncles, three, and my mom would be considered one of the aunts, but she's not my aunt.
Mm-hmm.
So there's three sisters, which is
Mm-hmm.
why there's three sisters and two brothers because I based them off of them. So I
Mm.
called them one day and I was like, "Hey, give me your dream person, who the person that you could see yourself with and you would never stray. What would be the qualities that this person would have to have, as in like, you know what I mean?" And I sat down with them and they all for real gave me what their qualities would be, what kind of woman they would be interested in, shape, everything.
If somebody wanted two
And
niggas,
well, she didn't have two niggas. But she ain't have that. That one. You read that one, right?
no.
Okay, so I don't want to get too much away, but she don't got too many. Okay,
Mm.
that one is just it's he crazy girl. One of them crazy, one of them is not. And
Oh,
if you look at the cover again, it's like he's very possessive in how he's holding her wrist, and like if you look at it again, you'll see what I'm talking about.
hold on.
He crazy, and you'll know which one the crazy one.
With it, goddamn, with it.
Yes. So that series literally was based off of what they would prefer.
Huh?
And yes, so when I came up with the series, I was like, how can I keep readers interested for 5 books? And that's really what it was for me. How do I keep people interested for 5 books to keep going? I knew I didn't have that big of an audience yet, so I needed to come up with something that was an experience. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay, well, why don't I just make it as if, because it's already about people who own resorts. So they own these 5 resorts. Why don't I make it a whole hotel? Make a whole hotel resort website and I set some phone numbers up that people can actually call. Girl, I took time out with this, like no lie. I sat down and I recorded every one of those voicemails. Every voicemail that you heard on there, that was me. I recorded all of them. I came up with scripts for everything so that when you called, it felt like it. It would be talking about like checking you in. It would be talking about what you can expect with the book. Every call was to establish a release date.
Damn.
So I did that to keep it interesting and keep people interested in wanting to follow along with the series. Because I dropped those back to back.
You did.
They
You
all
did.
came out at least no more than 2 months apart from each other. They
Damn.
were, I was on it, girl. And then I made sure that you knew what the website, like what each resort looks like. I
Mm.
had all of that on the website. It's still there.
How long did it take you?
Well, I'm also a graphic designer, so
Yeah.
it didn't take me too long. And I worked on it for a little bit though. Probably when I finished King's Distraction, that's when I really went in and just was like, let's go in, let's make some changes, let's move this around. And I started finding all the images I wanted to use for the resorts. I had to think about what I wanted them to look like. Girl,
Mhm.
it didn't take too bad, but I did not write them all first.
Mm.
I didn't. I wrote each book. I wrote one after the others, but I didn't write it all out. Then do the rollout.
Damn. That shit was sickening. I was like, damn. So, what advice do you give people who are scared to do big rollouts for their books because they feel like, people are not gonna pay attention to my book? What's your advice to them to in regards to their marketing and rollouts?
Honestly, either I mean, for me, I'm not gonna lie. After I did all of that, and I still got people today like, oh, I didn't even know you did all of that. And it's like they first time knowing I even wrote this series. They didn't know nothing about the series, nothing. And I'm like, dang, I put so much work into this. I put so much time into it. It make you feel like, dang, what did I do? Did I not get enough people to see it? Did I not get enough people to talk about it? You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But honestly, what can you say? You gotta try. If you
Yeah,
don't, I mean, either you do it or you don't. And if you
true.
don't, you're gonna live with some regrets, especially if you had some deep idea of how you wanted to do it. I just go ahead and do it. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, I just go ahead and do it just because of the simple fact that I don't want to have no regrets behind it because I already do the most. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I dropped Strummed, I went and got actual guitar picks that said quotes on them and gave them away with each book.
damn.
Like, I be doing the most. I'm not
You,
gonna.
but we like that though. We like
Yeah.
that when authors go far beyond with their rollouts because to me it just makes it so much more interesting. We were gonna read the books regardless, but
Yeah.
when you do that extra, it's like, dang.
Yeah. Like I did the video for Stay a While.
Mm.
The video for Stay a While, I wanted to make. Girl, y'all don't know. I tried to find somebody to do that video, and they could not do it, and I did it myself, and it ended up coming out exactly like I wanted it to.
Mm.
Girl,
Damn. I look, I like y'all rollouts because you as you can see, Product of the Street right there behind me. Because
yeah,
of her rollout, I all that.
yes. I
All
mean,
that.
but I think the rollout also shows just how excited you are.
Mm-hmm.
And it also, I think, I don't know, because like I said, I don't know if it translates that way to y'all, but it just shows like how invested you are
Mm-hmm.
in this thing that you done created. Like, I was so invested in the King Dynasty series, so
I can
much
tell.
so that I couldn't write like that after I got done. I fell like into a slump after that. And
For
I was
real?
moving consistently. Yes, girl. I didn't know what to do afterwards. It felt like I had hit my peak. Like, and I'm like, girl, no, we got so much to do. But I just think I
Mm-hmm.
did such a big rollout that it just felt like if it didn't take off, it wasn't worth nothing.
Mm.
Like, and and that sounds crazy to say,
Oh, no.
you put so much into something and then you sit back and you're like, I'm waiting to see this take off.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't how life goes. Things take off when they go take off.
Because there are times when readers will find y'all books like 5 years down the line.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the books are number one. and we be like, we already read that book, but
Yeah.
it's new to the new readers that are
Yep.
coming in.
Yep.
So I enjoy that. I
Yeah.
enjoy it, you know, because that helps me make sure that y'all
Mm-hmm.
get more books out.
Girl, say it again.
Because
Yeah.
sometimes, you know, I as a reader, I'm like, damn, this the end of the ride, huh? And then somebody will put that book in number one, and then I'll be like, oh,
Right.
we getting another
Right. Because I think when you see other people like something, because initially there were supposed to be 6 books. Initially, there were supposed to be 6 books for the King Dynasty series. But when I got down to that fifth one,
one? Oh
and
hell.
I was noticing, like, just how it was doing and
Mm.
all that kind of stuff. And I was just like, girl, if you take more time out to do this, it's you gonna feel worse about yourself. So you gotta step
Mm.
away. So I just left it alone, girl. I had a whole cover for it and everything. Because I paid an illustrator for all of those covers.
Oh wow, they did a great, phenomenal
She
job.
did. She was so hands on. I mean, sis worked with me to no limits, girl. I mean,
Mm.
I was in there irking that woman nerve because it's hard to be a creative and then
Mm-hmm.
talk to another creative and try to tell them how to do their job because I shouldn't be telling you. You know what
Facts.
I mean? I was feeling so bad. I'm like, because I'm a cover designer, so I know how it is for somebody to somebody be like, "No, you're not doing it right, huh?" This is
Oh,
what I do every day, sis.
oh
But I felt so bad because I was doing her like that. I'm like saying, dang, here I go. Making sis jobs, making her job so hard. No, I didn't do those covers by myself. I just put the titles.
they
I
are
put
gorgeous.
I put the titles and made them bright.
Cause
And
I'm gonna go ahead and as soon as you put that pre-order up, go ahead and get King Dynasty gonna be on there, right?
which one? For which one?
For Jessica.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They gonna be up there.
So I'm go ahead and pick up my books. You
I
know,
keep trying. I keep trying not to bring Strum Heated and Rock to book events, but for some odd reason, that's the ones everybody be wanting.
girl, bring them so I can fucking read them. Shit.
Girl, the
Cause
way
sometimes when
people,
y'all come on here and y'all be telling me about y'all popular books, I'll be like, where the fuck I be at?
girl, let me tell you something. Strum Heated and Rocked. Okay, so Strummed was the first time that I seen Good Money.
Mm.
And I was like, it's probably just because it got a little urban in it. It was
Mm.
more on the verge of like, because he was one of those, he was a singer from the hood with a foul mouth.
Mm. My type of
Girl,
day.
girl, foul mouth. So blunt and rude. Okay. Just blunt and rude. And I initially wrote him the year before I put him out. Like I started his book the year before I put him out. And the reason I stopped was because I didn't like him. I did not like him at first.
What?
And
What
I
him
was
do?
like, I was like, ooh, this man's so ignorant. I was like, they not gonna like him. And who was it? I think it was Monica. I sent it to Monica Waters, and she said, "If you don't finish this book," she was like, "This is good." She was
Mm.
like, "Who cares?" She was like, "Who cares if they don't like him or not? He who he is. That's your job. Make them like him. Give him some moments." And I'm like, "You're right." I said, "All right." So, girl, I
We
go back in and I, got to work. And by the end of it, he became my favorite character I've ever written.
see, we like an ignorant motherfucker. Cause Monica got Storm. My baby, Storm. Mare Storm, that is. So yeah, we like an ignorant motherfucker.
Girl, listen. I was like, okay. I mean, when I tell you that that man became my favorite, I'm literally. What's funny is so I started doing my Patreon, and the first thing that I'm dropping on my Patreon today is a bonus scene for True in them from Strong. And girl, I was writing it before we got on here. It is already over 1,000 words, and I'm like, sis, don't do this.
Let me go ahead and get on this Patreon because
I said, sis, don't do this.
my
Like
ass getting
you,
FOMO.
I'm supposed to be dropping it for them today, the little cute little bonus thing that I'm doing for it. And I was supposed to talk about the other couples, but if they had 1,000 words and it's just about them, I don't know what to do. We just gonna have to cut it up.
Yeah.
Girl, girl, we got to cut it up because this man, and I told somebody else, he the only one that I feel I have a lot of characters, but he's one of the ones that I feel like if I go messing around in his space again, I'm gonna end up with another book, and I don't got time for him in his ignorance. Like I
What?
just don't.
Okay, come on now.
I don't. I don't
Come
have
on.
time for it. He too old for that.
You
He
never too old to be ignorant.
Girl, he is too old for it. I cannot be out here entertaining that man. And
You
that's why, listen,
The
mm-mm.
old ones be the funniest motherfuckers.
Girl, I know. And that's why I'm like, sis, we cannot get stuck with him. The most I can do, I do intend to do like a special edition of it.
Mm,
Cause you know me, I'll change the cover in a minute.
that's
But
crazy.
I'm just gonna adjust his cover. I'm not gonna change it online, but I will sell like I wanted to make a collection with all three of the books in one
Hmm.
and make a real nice, unique cover to go with it. And but I think I'm only gonna let it be on my Patreon.
All I'm hearing is book box. That's all I'm hearing. That's what
Girl,
my mind is hearing. Book box.
I would love to try a book box, but I just don't have faith that I would sell them. I don't have no faith.
I'm about to kick you off my life. What the fuck?
I have no faith in that book box situation just
What do
because.
you know? What I'm gonna say this, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Um, if you get your ass a street team on TikTok,
This is what I need.
and have them push your stuff to the point that it's on the FYP,
Yeah,
we will not be having this conversation.
that's a fact. That's a fact. I'm telling you, I have adjusted and figured that out. I was like, I have to evaluate what I'm doing and how I'm gonna get these books out there because ain't no reason that folks don't know about Stay a While. I wrote Stay a While in I dropped that in February. And Stay a While was about an ex assassin and and it's basically they go to an island. It's got tons of action. It's like John Wick, but a romance flair. And that book was so good. I'm already writing the second the friends book to that one.
You know, you lucky I can't puff on here because I'll do my usual. But I'm saying you
Yeah.
just need a street team. And this is something I even say to male authors because they are the worst
Yeah.
at fucking marketing.
Girl.
But
And the thing
I
is, I'm good at marketing.
you are on Instagram.
Yeah, that too. I'm real good on Instagram, okay?
Hmm.
I make a space over there.
But you gotta make a
Yeah.
space over here too because the crazy part about it, this
Yeah.
is the social media age.
Absolutely.
And people are
Absolutely.
very visual. And
Very.
these videos that they show on TikTok, a lot of authors who show these videos, they are damn near theatrical fucking videos, AI generated videos, graphic
Yeah.
design videos. They're putting their all into it to the
Yeah.
point where I look at the video and be like, damn, where that book at?
Right. That's how I was about Granger series.
Oh,
That Maggie Gray. Okay. When I seen those videos, I said, "Ooh."
man.
I said, "Oh my goodness, this made me want to go to the school."
Girl, I'm so mad I won't be there for her signing.
Girl, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was able to get that ticket when she put them tickets up one more time, and I made it just in time. And then I tried to send it to my homegirl so that they can get one, and they missed it. It sold out.
So quick. I went on there to
Girl,
get the damn ticket. I was like, what you mean it's sold out?
it sold out so fast, and I'd be like, let me stay out of these people. I said, I tried to get you the ticket, girl. I tried to send you the link, but I had
Yeah.
got mine first before I send it because I got time. I
But
could,
it's but
mm-hmm.
you are a graphic designer. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? So TikTok will be a killing for you.
absolutely. That listen, I think I definitely got to look into that. So if anybody in here wanna be on the street team, let me know. Girl, look, you ain't got to tell me but once, okay?
I want to be on the street team. My thing is, I want to help more Black authors
Yeah.
surpass the limitations that society is putting on them. Because
Right.
it's not just the publishing industry; it's just society in general. From the political atmosphere, from just people who don't understand, there's a different type of flavor to Black books, you
Yeah.
know. And those people who say, "Oh, I can't relate," or I want to push that narrative away. Because if I
Absolutely.
could read a whole furry ass white man in a book and say, damn, this is a good ass book, you mean to
Right.
tell me you can't relate to the Black characters either? And this is coming for not just white people, because there's Black people out here saying that same stupid ass rhetoric.
Mm-hmm.
So if me as a reader, is there anything I could do? I'm gonna help push y'all.
Period. And we appreciate it because, long story short, we got to get them out there. I told myself, I said, I'm going to go and put everything I got into it this year. I'm
Mm,
trying to put everything I got into it. And we going to see what 2026 look like after what I do for 2025.
I mean,
I said that. I said I was going to put everything I had into it this year because I did it last year. I worked hard last year.
mhm.
I said, but I'm going to push hard this year to try to see what shift I can make
The
because
one, let me tell you something. The one thing about this app, you find your people.
absolutely
You find your people. It's like people say, "Oh, I can't find my readers." No, on this app, you literally find your people.
you do
You
because
to make your brand on Facebook and Instagram. Come here.
yeah, and I know that like I said, I got a few people on here like Lady Creole and all of them.
Mhm.
They post about it all the time. Sassy, she posts. But I was like, girl, we gotta make some waves. We gotta make some moves. But other than that, we'll see what I do.
Girl,
We'll see, But I
and
be having
Lamar.
so many ideas. Huh?
I was saying Lamar, Arthur Lamar's Brown is in here. He
Yeah,
another one. He a
I love
you.
him.
He a you. Y'all marketing. Y'all have these good ass fucking books. I mean,
Yes.
y'all, if y'all have not read Iesha Bree's or Lamar's Brown's books, hell, A. Lewis, y'all motherfuckers are missing out because it's like y'all. When I say the book be booking, the fucking be
Yeah.
fucking, the loving be loving, the messy be messing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's
Yeah.
just that I just want y'all to find y'all people. And I never want y'all to get discouraged because I see that a lot. People get discouraged when they first write books and come on here and they don't find their people. They find a lot of toxicity.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that happens. But it's just, I want y'all to, just to see because Jaquel, she did something. She proved what it
Yeah. She
is.
showed that there's really you can do it. You just have to keep working. Honestly.
She proved what it is. I don't want y'all to get discouraged ever, ever. So let me
Absolutely.
ask you something. Do
Hmm.
you think platforms like TikTok and Instagram have made it easier for Black authors in the indie space to get a broader audience outside of the Black
Absolutely.
community?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because when you start we able to use hashtags, all of that.
Mm,
So like the fact that your book can somebody scrolling, they gonna see it. If they follow
mm,
after that hashtag or they looking for this type of content,
yeah.
they're gonna see it. I mean, even for a moment, even for a second,
Mm-hmm.
even if you see it more than once, you gonna see it. So
Mm.
I see that often. And what she girl, she got me.
She said 107 books written and the book 108 took her to the top. Keep
That's
going,
yeah.
y'all.
Jaquel been writing for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
A long time. But yeah, girl, honestly, I think the hashtags, all that kind of stuff, that
Mm-hmm.
helps us to get into other spaces where people see us. Same thing with TikTok. I think TikTok really took us to another space because
Absolutely.
I just think that I'm an overthinker. So, which is why I'm able to do stuff in long form, meaning like with me creating a website. And
Mm-hmm.
those are things that take little tiny details to sit down for like a while to put together. I can do that kind of stuff. But something that coming up with something that's only like 30 seconds or a minute, I be
Mm-hmm.
stressed. Like, I've been like, oh my goodness, why can't I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Like, and I think that's what's slowing me up here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because, like I said, I understand how to do long form things. It's just like I do good on live.
Mm.
Girl, I'm good on live because I can talk. I talk well.
Yeah.
But I don't do, it's
And
hard for me to translate into short things.
this is where a PA comes
Hmm.
in. Then you have a PR because there are readers that are PR marketers, like Booked and Busy. She has a PR company,
Yeah.
and they help you with the street team, so you don't have to stress out about it.
Girl, say it again. I need to get to it.
So
I really
I'm just
do.
saying. So
Listen, I'm all for it. I need to get to the business. I feel like, did I talk to somebody from Booked and Busy?
Booked and Busy is the podcast host of Popular Ish, and she also has her own PR company.
I feel like
And
I talked to her.
you probably talked to her in 4Bs.
Maybe. I feel like I talked to her.
Yeah,
I
she's
feel,
my PR management.
girl, I'm telling you, I feel like I talked to sis. So
Yeah, she on
I
here
had,
right now.
oh, well, I might have talked to her. I might have.
But-
I
So
can't. Yeah.
how do you manage balance between promoting your work
Hmm.
and staying authentic to your voice on social media?
Honestly, so I do have a virtual assistant for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So me and her sit down and we talk about what I want to post,
Mm-hmm.
as in, which is why I'm able to do Facebook and Instagram. We
Mm-hmm.
don't never go over into this space, which is something more about what I need to be adding on to what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
But we talk about what type of things I want to post, what I want to discuss this month, these types
Mm-hmm.
of things. And she scheduled it all for me.
Mm-hmm.
So other than that, I just go in and every now and again I'll just be talking randomly in little spaces and things like that. But that's about as far as it goes with me having to focus on that because I hate digging into all of that. I wish I could just sit behind my computer, write my book, and go on about my day. Drop these things, girl. I'm telling y'all right now, but that's not how it is no more. You cannot just do that.
It's not.
You have to be vocal. You have to do something.
And I think people take this entitlement lifestyle too much.
Hmm.
Parasocial relationships too much to the extreme. They don't understand y'all have lives, y'all have jobs, y'all have families, y'all
Hmm.
have a whole bunch of stuff in the background. I know I'm talking about y'all marketing and stuff like that, but life be life and sometimes. Hell, sometimes I be like, shit, I gotta cancel this interview because life be life and you
Yeah,
know. So I think people have not learned the fine art of grace, especially in the black book space. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
because we drop so fast.
Mm,
We drop so consistent. Like when I was reading on Nook, I was waiting a year, 6 months, 3 months. You know what I
yes.
mean? For things to come out. But as soon as I moved over into the Amazon indie author space, baby, I was getting books like this, like
Yeah.
continuously. And you're not waiting that long. And I
Yeah.
think when you're not waiting that long, now you used to not waiting that long. So if somebody taking a little longer than usual, now you like, hold on now, I ain't used to this. I ain't getting my fix. What you doing? Where's this book at? And that's just kind of where that goes. You know what I mean? I
But
really believe that.
I believe that these motherfuckers, and I'm saying motherfuckers because some of you motherfuckers are rude as fuck. Like,
Lord.
rude as hell. I swear. And I'm not even gonna come for the readers. It goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, like I said, the loud ones be the minority. They be loud and
Right.
everybody else is in the backdrop. And
Right.
I just want it more to be the backdrop, be the loudest ones, and the loud noise be basically white noise in the background. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So I just be humble, people. Be grateful because we've only had reading rights for damn near 60 years. And hey,
Girl, and we be, I mean, when I tell you something, I be having to take a little break my dang on self to read. Like I'm a
Mm-hmm.
reader like y'all. There's a lot of authors that are in that same space. Like we readers too. That's how we became writers most
Yeah.
of the time. And I tell you what, I had took a break not too long ago to read Kimberly's series.
Mm.
Um, girl read that series in a week. I was like, whew. I was like, all right, now I'm ready to get back to life. I mean, and I get that, you know what I mean, because you appreciate the quickness of having it there.
Hmm.
But
So
they
let's
don't play.
let's go into Southern Hearts.
Uh huh.
How did that idea come to life with you guys?
Honestly, it was okay. So me and Kim talk all the time. Okay,
Hmm.
when I tell y'all that we talk all the time, the only reason we probably ain't talking now is because I'm on here with you. And we honestly was talking about book events that we had been to and been a part of, and we was like, dang, it don't never be nothing going on in Columbia.
Mm.
Like Columbia, South Carolina don't never have nothing that's like, you know what I mean? Don't ever have nothing that involves a black audience and just just things like that. And I was like, we should just do something here. Kim was like, yeah, we could do it in 2 years. I said, 2 years. I said, you got who did God tell you was gonna be here in 2 years? I said, did he have a conversation with you and tell you you was gonna be here 2 years from now? She was like,
Jesus.
no. I was like, yeah, we just gonna do it now. We gonna do it. We gonna do it this year. She said she was like, you so busy, body bit. I'm like that though. Like I don't believe in talking about something 2 years from now or I don't know. I'm not like that. I really believe that no time is given to you.
Yeah.
It's just not given to you, and it's a selfish way to think to believe that you just have
Yeah.
years and years to get something right or to do it. I don't have years and years to do nothing.
Well, you know what? We plan 3 years in advance because you know what? Ain't no. I'm not gonna fight and tussle with these bitches.
Girl, I tell you what, we be planning these things when the one event over, we be planning for next year already. Boom. We have it all together. But the thing is about us is that we live here. So
Mm.
there's not as many hurdles that you're going over to
Yeah.
try to find something in a different state, in a different location.
Yeah.
We live here. We know what all the big spaces is at. We know. So we just go set up a thing. She knew like this year we have a caterer.
Mm.
I can't wait to drop the video for that because we gave Southern Hearts his own TikTok now.
Oh.
So yeah, girl. So we're gonna start dropping content on what some of the stuff we've been doing to prep for it.
Okay.
And we went and seen a caterer. She knew him. She went to school with him, and he has a whole company. He cooks now for like the NBA and stuff like. He live in Charlotte,
Come on now.
and he ended up. We talked to him about what we was doing, and he like, yeah, we gonna. Oh, I'm make sure we do servers. We gonna have people walking around serving. He said what? Oh, you got it, sir. We keep
Come
that
on
same
now.
price. Well, look, we keeping that same price you said earlier. You know what I mean? And he was really cool. We was able to do that. Honestly, me and Kim just had fun. We have
Mm.
so much fun. And I love the fact that we're able to get people because last year we had so many authors that sponsored and they
Mm.
sent in books. So they sent in tons of books. And we was
Mm.
able to make sure every reader left with a book. Like
Mm.
so many there was a few readers who had books by India Carter. She reached out to me and asked me if she could send me some books for Southern Hearts.
Girl. Girl.
And she had sent me books. It was I had all kinds of stuff in them bags. Southern Hearts,
When is Southern Hearts again?
girl, that's in October. But I don't know if she gonna send none this year, but she sent some last year.
Y'all.
And
Oh.
them bags was filled up. And we at least made sure every reader started that event with one book.
I wish it wasn't in October because I think y'all's are right before ours in Chicago.
Girl, I'm telling you, everybody be saying that to us because it was okay. So we had a couple of people that we wanted to invite, and I'm like, they gonna say no. And Kim was like, well, it don't hurt if we ask. I'm like, you're right. So we asked. Only reason this person couldn't come was because it was in the fourth quarter
God damn.
of the year. And I'm like, dang it. And we like October because, it's not as many events going on during that
Yeah.
time. Everybody then at that point then usually run their events between June,
Mm-hmm.
July, and August, like in September.
Yeah.
Usually most of the events fall there. And I
Yeah.
didn't want to step on nobody's toes that had been here before and been doing this on a yearly basis, long before we ever came around.
Yeah.
So that's why we chose October.
Man,
And
I'm
girl,
going next year.
listen, you got to, because as long as people do right by us this year, we'll be back next year. Because I promise you, if I don't feel the love, baby, it's been real.
I'm
I'm not I'm not gonna let nobody stress me out. Nobody. I
Girl,
don't,
I
I
hear
don't care
you.
how much they loved it in 2024.
I
If
hear
you
you.
upset me in 2025, it won't be in 2026.
I hear you.
Because I don't believe in that. I am very stress free. Like I don't do that. If I feel like you're gonna stress me out and you make this experience not what it's supposed to be, because with us with Southern Hearts, it's all about feeling like homegirls getting together. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people will tell you that went, it was like homegirls coming together. It was honestly just a time. We had a really good DJ. We
Mm-hmm.
had we had good food. Girl, I
Mm-hmm.
had my grandma cooking, okay?
Girl, come on now.
Girl, yes. We had a really good situation established.
Damn.
And I don't know. There was experiences for sure. It was an
Damn.
experience.
I have to go next year. I have
You
Shannon. We
do. You
cannot
do.
plan an event or maybe we should just wait until they come out with the event. So we'll know.
It'll always be in October.
Ah, goddamn. See this damn.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like I told her, I was like, maybe we need to think about leaving October. But I love October time frame.
It's
It wasn't too
cooler.
hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't too hot. It was, you know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see.
Child.
But
So
mhm.
we're coming towards the end of this beautiful interview because I have been enjoying myself. I want to know, what advice would you give to the newer authors that are trying to come into the space, that are Black authors, female and male? What advice would you give them to pursue their dreams?
Honestly, don't worry about who in front of you and who behind you. Enjoy the current journey. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you too busy looking at who in front of you and who behind you, you missing everything that's happening for you in front, like with you. You just can't focus on the folks around you
Yeah.
because their journey is theirs alone.
Yeah.
I think so much that we be we watching how everybody else's life is progressing. Oh, she dropped one book and her book was number one,
Yeah.
or she dropped. She just came out with a book and she just dropped her pages read and she got 1 million pages read.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on your lane, because if you focus on yours, you be good. That's it. Focus on you. That's why I don't be knowing what's going on. I be too busy looking at me.
I wish y'all stopped tagging my ass. 'Cause shit.
I don't have time for it. If you focused on you, you don't have time for mess.
Because I really don't be looking for that shit.
I'm girl. I'm sure you don't. I'm sure
I
you
just be
don't.
trying to read my books, do my podcast, do these events, and drink and be
I
merry.
used to want to do a podcast.
Well,
I
how
used,
would you? We need
okay, so
more.
I don't have no time
Oh
because
well, that better do it.
I be doing too much. Like again, I do the covers for BLP sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a bunch of other people whose covers I'm doing, but I just don't never say nothing. Y'all know I'm really quiet about that. I just do the work and I be quiet and I move on. Unless somebody else tell y'all I did it, I probably won't tell you that.
Oh shit! Look,
Yeah, I usually
now
am
I'm
very
finna go
quiet
hunt
about
down,
it.
see what it say in the book. Who made this cover?
Yeah, usually I won't say nothing, but I've done like a lot of stuff and I usually just be chilling. But
Mm,
that stuff takes so much time.
yeah,
And on top of doing my own books, like, and then
yeah.
now I got the nerve to add a Patreon. Talking about I want to
I
do it.
think all authors need to add Patreons for
I
real.
do. It's also like a space for passive income too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, girl, it's
And
also
when
a
you
space
build
for that.
generational wealth, it comes from passive income. I promise
Hmm.
you.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm just excited, not even more so just about the income from it, because we not gonna play like I ain't happy about getting a little extra money on the side. But what I am most excited about is having being in a space, because if these people paid to be here, those my people, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Those
Mm-hmm.
my people. And
That.
if they in here, that mean they mess with me on that kind of level that they like, I want to know exactly what you got going on. I need to be in the know. I'm willing to pay. I'm willing to be right here. And I feel like that's what I be wanting more often than not, to talk books with people. Like I
Mm.
love to hear how my books did, or how you felt about it when you read
Mm.
it. Like, girl, I be wanting to do more book discussions and stuff. I rarely see those anymore, where people sit and, with the author on there and they do the book discussions. I barely see that
You know what?
anymore.
Um, she's an interracial romance author. Can you write? And she has a Patreon.
Yeah.
People, she writes chapter by chapter. It's like Kindle Vella, but you're paying for her to do it. It's
Yeah.
her shit.
Yeah.
And you get it chapter by chapter for each book. She done came out with so many series, sold out those series, all because the people on her Patreon
Mm-hmm.
have been reading it from chapter to chapter, telling her, oh, they basically beta read for her. Oh nah, don't put that in there because X, Y, and Z. And
Yeah.
then when the book comes out, that completed book, it's because her fans, her readers, done went chapter by chapter and
And
was there with her the whole process.
and that's what I want. Like, and literally I intend to as well, because again, one of the luxuries of me being a graphic designer and doing all my own covers, I intend for all my people who got my top tier,
Mm-hmm.
they get a different cover for the paperback.
Mm.
Nobody else will be able to get those. So like when I release a book, whatever is on Amazon, they don't get that. They're getting
Damn.
something completely exclusive and brand new. There's something else that other people won't get. I'm making a new cover, a new paperback cover for them, and they also get the paperback with goodies in it and stuff. So it comes with a tier that they got.
Shit, I just need one of them motherfucking tumblers from King Dynasty. That's all I'm saying.
Girl, let me tell you something. That I forgot I did that.
I need one of the. Please, when you come to Chicago,
Yes,
have them tumblers.
girl.
I need one.
Yeah, I'll bring the one. I'll do one that has all of them on one,
Ooh, shit, yes.
so that they're just all on one tumbler. Cause I also be in here making tumblers too, but that's just something I be doing on the side. Cause
I like that.
I had made one for let me see. I had made one for the due date, and this one that had like
Oh, that is nice.
it had like all the books from the series on it.
That is nice. Yo.
Yeah, girl. That's when we had did that group project. Again,
Yeah,
I be doing so much.
I'm gonna need that. Let me run you this money so I can get that. Okay.
Listen, I be doing so much. Like I think my goal this year is to sell more paperbacks
Mm-hmm.
um off of my website. I want to start doing
Mm-hmm.
that. That's one of my main goals. And I was like, well, girl, you want to do that, but you need to start making sure you got stock on your website. Girl, I said, you want to sell these books, you gotta have some stock up here, sis. So I'm working on that. That's my goal for this year, is to have constant stock on my website and to be able to put together some cute stuff. Because if I could put together some little things that come with the cup and all of that, that would be
That's all I'm asking for. I'm not
yeah.
asking for you bitches. I'm asking for myself. I don't care about nobody else. I'm talking
Yeah.
about me.
Yeah, girl, listen, I be doing so much. I make cute little mugs and all types of
Mm.
stuff. Like I be having all kinds of stuff in
Come
here.
on, creativeness. We love a
Yeah,
creative
yeah. Like
queen.
I have been getting my bookshelf together, and I have like a bunch of different like little mugs and stuff I made up there. And ignore this crate because I'm about to start putting some stuff in it. But just all kinds of stuff like that. Like we made mugs for Southern Hearts over here.
I'm so jealous. I am really jealous, y'all, for real. So, with that being said, we're gonna wrap this up so I can do my housekeeping because that should be long ass announcements. Jesus. But tell us where we can find your books. Starting with your website first.
Okay.
Fuck Amazon, but you know.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, girl, that cricket be coming in handy. Okay. I have okay, so my website is super easy. It's just IeshaBree.com. I don't like to get extra about that. You can buy them there. You can find my books on Amazon. Outside of that, but mainly, I really would prefer y'all bought them from me. I also have audiobooks coming out. Yes, I do. Okay, so the King Dynasty series is coming in audio. King's Distraction is supposed to come out in audio April 29th. So when I get the stuff from that, I'll start promoting that and make sure everybody know about the date and everything. But if you on my email subscriber list, you can, get updates.
Who the narrators?
Midnight Michael and Lauren,
Lacey?
not
Or Laurel Lacey?
Laurel something. I forgot. I hate that I forgot because it's just not coming to me. But I know Midnight Michael for sure.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Girl, I'm interested to see. I've heard the girl already, and I heard her, read some of it already, and it sounds so good. I already have 2 books on audio too. Allure and the Due Date is in audio. They're available right now.
Are they available on your website or we have to go through Audible?
So you gotta go on Audible.
No.
Yeah, you gotta go on Audible for those ones. Those ones Winston James did the Due Date. He did the Due Date. Girl, those books. Let me tell you something. Allure was so good. Both of them was so good. I listened to them myself, and I was like, "Who wrote this?" I said, "Ooh, who wrote this?" Girl,
are
that
you
was
have Miles Washington do any?
Girl, I wish. You know what I mean? I have to, be working on that.
I would love to see him do one of your books.
Girl, let me tell you something. Look, she said I listened to both 5-star. Thank you so much, girl. They was really good audio books. They did a good job on mine. I would love to get him though to do one. That's one of my goals. Okay, we gonna.
Really?
That is one of my goals. If I could get Stay a While in audio, woo.
Please get him. That's bro, but I ain't gonna hold you. Bro got a fucking voice on him.
Yes, yes. She said, "What book should I start with?" Ah,
That's a good question.
it is a very good question because okay. So if we going off of me, I always tell people to start with Results of a Broken Heart. Now, the reason I tell people to do Results of a Broken Heart is because I feel like that book shows the full essence of who I am as a writer. It's like it has the moments where you can feel it. It has my favorite trope, which is a surprise or secret baby. Oh, and a one night stand. I mean, I love those are my favorite tropes. It has those in them. That one has a firefighter in it, and girl, you never read Results of a Broken Heart?
Well, I'm about to go through your catalog this weekend because I feel like now I got FOMO because I'm missing out.
Listen, you're 100% missing out. Results of a Broken Heart, and then go read Strum Heated and Rock. Strum Heated and Rock is gonna give you. Okay, so it depends on what you like too, because if you love more urban, a little bit more, running that mouth, attitude, that kind of stuff, you go with Strum. It's more. It's like a borderline of urban. I mean, ain't nobody. Did somebody die? Okay, the third book, somebody did get unalived in there, but not the first 2. Wait, no. I'm sorry, not the first one.
First of all, Lady Creole, y'all need to come off me because I am the book boyfriend thief. So if he is the one, y'all might as well just come on. I got hands too. Come on. Come on with
Listen,
it.
when I tell y'all, I always tell people though to start with Results of a Broken Heart. But if you like that borderline urban, then go ahead with Strum Heated and Rock. And then if not, if you love family, the King Dynasty series.
And now I love the King Dynasty series.
Yeah, if you love
So
family and each of them had their own little vibes. Like, obviously with the second book, that was slightly on the verge of BDSM. it was on the verge, okay? It was there. But we was not fully there in my opinion.
yo. That's my type of language.
Yeah, listen, we was not fully there. But if that's the best way I can say about where to start, I would pick one of those avenues.
Okay. Okay.
Also, you know what I almost forgot? I
What?
also have a fantasy book.
I know you fucking lying.
I'm
Where?
not. I have two.
Where? Wait,
Okay.
Medusa?
Yep, Medusa's Remedy. And then
And
I
what's the
have
other one?
Noemi.
I have not read that one, but I
Oh,
did read Medusa. I did
girl.
read Medusa. I
th-
did read Medusa. Yes, I did.
Let me tell you something. I got more fantasy books coming out this year because that's one of my favorite genres.
Yeah, make me fall out.
Let me tell you something. I love fantasy. That is my
I
favorite genre
love.
to read. Fantasy and
Yo.
paranormal.
Hell yeah.
Them shifters.
Girl.
I've been on Tessa Stone lately, and she been running
Girl.
rampant right now with me.
Girl.
So I really believe that. I just wanted y'all to know that because not a lot of people know that I have two fantasy books. I do, okay? And Medusa was it, okay?
It was. It
Medusa
was.
was it. It was not your average look at Medusa. It was not her being the villain. She was not
Mhm.
painted as that. You get a good,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you like fantasy, go see about that.
I'm gonna task you to this because every after they come on here, I say, well, I don't like Faye, but
Hmm.
y'all can have that shit. But I need gargoyles.
You know what? When I read Natavia's, didn't what was it? What was it called? What was it called?
Fuck. Damn. Hold
What was
on.
his name? It was his name as the title.
Uh, hold on. Hold
It was a
on.
one-word title.
Hold on. Whoa, where
She
is it?
had one, okay? And y'all know y'all love a black vampire.
I like vampires with fangs, beasts.
Girl, that was good, but that's not the gargoyle one.
Shh.
That's the shifter one.
Let's see. It's
The
what is it?
gargoyle one was called something else. What? Why don't I have that? I do not have that book in physical form. But
She writes, man, have you read her Hood Corilla
I
Hoodville?
bought it. I bought it. I did not read it yet. It's on my
It's,
to do.
it's fucking good.
Oh,
It's
Nissan got really good paranormal. She has two.
yeah,
Mine and
mine and
you.
yours.
Mine and yours. There we go. Though I'm waiting
I'm
on the
waiting on that
third one
third one.
because I'm gonna need Cree to get what he got coming. Okay, because
Because you can't do her like that. That's your
you
mate.
what you're not gonna do is play in my girl face. I don't know what
Oh,
we
it was Brick.
break. Yep, that's it. Yep, girl, that was good.
Yeah, I love paranormal. I love fantasy and I love sci-fi.
Hmm.
So come with it.
I already have my covers for it. I already have
Bring
my
it.
storylines for them. And one of my fantasy books that I'm doing, because I've always wanted to do like a fairy and all that kind of stuff. So, girl, it's different though. You got to trust the process.
Mm.
You got to trust the process. It's not what you think. You got to trust the process. But I have a couple others as well. I got a bunch of stuff that I'm supposed to be trying to do. I think I have like dragons, and I also have another one. I just had to figure out the way I'm gonna do it.
I just need a mafia supernatural paranormal book. I don't give a damn, and I'm gonna say this to anybody. I don't care. Take the idea. I don't give a shit. If the gargoyles are a part of a mafia and the dragons are a part of a mafia and they going head to head with fated mate type bullshit, I would love that. And they wearing fangs, Timberlands, Air Force Ones. They don't have to wear Nike tech
You
suits.
want you
Y'all
want
know
them
Nike
full. You want them. You
everybody
want
out.
them to have a touch of urban in them.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm really for real about that Nike tech suit. Y'all done Nike tech suit these motherfuckers out.
Let me tell you something. I love it. I love it. I promise you, I do. So I get it. Oh my goodness, I really enjoyed myself.
I'm happy you
You
did.
did such a good job.
I try because I want y'all to be chill and I want people to ask y'all questions and shit.
Girl, one thing about me, I know how to run my mouth. You ain't got nothing to worry about. I don't think I was ever uncomfortable. I don't think I was ever uncomfortable.
What events are you gonna be at this year? Besides
Oh,
and please plug in Southern Hearts and everything you need everybody to know
okay.
about.
So I will be at the next event I'm going to is the Black Romance Fest. I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited to see how they do that because that's kind of like a book con. That's not a book event.
Ooh,
That's a
that's
full
Amy
out
lit
theme.
black style.
There you go. I'm so excited and I'm privileged to even be a part of that. This is the first
Mm-hmm.
year. So that I'm doing and I'm actually doing a signing for 2 days on that. So I'll be doing a book
Ooh,
signing on Saturday and Sunday. So I
damn,
got to make sure I got to have books for both days.
it's a lot. It's been about 1,000 people gonna be there.
Exactly. So I want to make sure I got enough books for both days. And plus that also open the door to meet new people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
My next event, I believe, is it Indie Love? I think it's Indie Love for me next after that.
Okay.
Um, and then the Gym Awards.
Mm-hmm. See you there.
Yes. And then the one in Chicago, Jessica Watkins event.
See you again.
Absolutely. I'm going to Behind the Pen, but I am not going as an author. I am
Mm-hmm.
going as a spectator only.
Uh,
I'm going for a vacation
I
to
heard
be
that.
to be out there as a reader and to just meet people in those spaces that maybe I would have never met if I didn't go there.
I heard that. I heard.
So, and then after that, we got Southern Hearts. So I will
Mm-hmm.
be, there. My books will be there. Hopefully, and we got so many surprises for Southern Hearts. We do it so much. I'm not gonna lie, because y'all
I'm
know
betting on
last
all of
year,
y'all.
girl, last year we did. I've been thinking about this because last year we did an exclusive book, and the only way you got the book was if you came to Southern Hearts.
See, this the bullshit I be talking about. I
You
hate
only
all of
got
y'all, man.
You only got the book if you come to Southern Hearts. Um, it's nice to meet you too, Chastity. Um, and if you came to Southern Hearts, you got it. But I've been thinking about allowing myself to sell it on my website. But I was serious. I haven't sold it since Southern Hearts. Nobody that did not go to Southern Hearts, and I literally only bought like 20 or 30 copies. I think I had 30 copies of it. And it was all sold out and gone. So only 30 people have ever read Come See About Me. Let
Get
me
the
show
fuck
you.
out of here,
Let me show you the cover.
man.
I think I got 3 copies of it because I had bought some for my grandma.
That that's a nice cover.
Yeah, nobody else has read these.
Come on, Aisha. Come on.
Yeah,
Help
this
us,
is just a book that's just sitting. The
help a
people
sister out. Help a
the
sister
people
out.
from Southern Hearts is the only ones who have read that book.
God damn.
Yeah, girl.
Sierra, you didn't have to rub it in.
Girl. Look, it
You,
is pretty in the inside too. It was.
that's some bullshit. Come on. Bring them to
Yeah,
Chicago.
yeah, girl. See, I didn't. They was just all of the books looked like this.
That's crazy.
She said, "I think I got one of the last."
That's why I said
Probably
just
did.
rub it in. Just
Yeah, probably did. But that's what I'm doing this year. I am extremely grateful for you inviting me into your space, into your circle. I'm excited to be here. And I think I enjoyed y'all more than y'all probably enjoyed me.
I think everybody in Houston was drunk as hell.
Listen, Houston was a time,
I,
okay?
I think everybody was fucked up. Cause bruh, yo. But how can the people get to your social medias? And is your email in your link tree
Yep.
and anything else you want to
Okay,
say?
so on my everything, I have a link to everything in my Bitly, in my link in my bio. So if you click that, you can find everything.
Mm-hmm.
A link to my Patreon is there.
Mm-hmm.
You can find access to my most recent release. It's right at the top. It says it. So you could click that link and you can find Stay a While. That's the most recent book. Um, Access to my website. Yeah,
Mhm.
everything is in that link. I also have like these cute little. This is for the authors. I have this cute outlining journal. That authors can get. I have some on hand. I think I only got like four left. I only got four left. And they can be shipped out like quick.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I can show you. I gotta. Yeah, hold on, real quick.
Come on, give me that promo. Give me that promo.
Okay, so this is the journal.
That is so pretty.
So it has like dang, I can't show you this page because I done wrote in it. It got my covers and stuff on it for the year. Okay, hold on, let me skip that. Like you can see the tops of it a little bit. I already put stuff in it. Well, I can show you this because I already wrote this book. So it had like this was for like stay a while, and like I had like stuff here where I put like notes about the book. I had my dates here, my goals for the book. Um, you could also put like covers and stuff. I had like pictures that match the theme of the book. This is for stay a while.
Mm.
So there's a page for you to put like your synopsis and all that kind of stuff. This was my character profiles and things like that. Girl, I had all types of stuff in here. That's Sky.
Oh my god, that's so nice.
It's so detailed. Like it's so many things in here. Um, this was Knox.
Ooh.
Girl, Knox was fine, okay? But long
Ooh.
story short, it's a bunch of different things in here. I used this throughout the whole time I was like writing and everything
Mm.
like that. It was like key details, things I wrote while writing that I
Mm.
put in here. But yeah, there's all types of stuff in here that people could use if you're in a space where you like to be organized
Mm.
as a writer. And I know for me, I'm not the most organized, but this doesn't overdo it for me
Mm-hmm.
because you can do up to 7 books. So it's
Mm.
not like it looks like a lot, but it's for 7 books.
Mm.
And for you to put titles, you could put goals. Like I said, goals for myself for this year.
That's that's what's up. I like
But
that.
yeah, I only got 4 of these left though.
And they can get it
So
in your bio.
yep. I don't like I said, and they can be shipped out as soon as tomorrow because they here.
Y'all heard that. If you're an aspiring writer, there you go.
So that's still there. It's super organized. It's you would love it. I just like the hands-on feel about it. That it make you feel like you scrapbooking. So
Hmm.
it make you feel like you are part of what you're doing. Like that's
Yeah,
what I do.
I like that. All right. So, with that being said, I'm gonna do a little housekeeping. I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet because last time it seemed like I was talking for a fucking hour. So, I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet. All right. So, Boozy Book Tour. You know we have events coming on this happening this year. We're doing the last of the long events. So, come to these because after this, it's only 3 events a year.
Period.
So we have Raleigh coming up. We have Arlington, Virginia coming up. We have Orlando, Florida, which is in collaboration with M. Monique. We have Chicago coming up. And then we're having the second Melanin Ball, which will be in Las Vegas. And the highlighted author will be at least one of them because we will have 5, is Jaquel J. So, yeah. Um, so if you missed the Melanin Ball in Tulsa, you missed a ton. And the award show will also be happening. And the theme for this Melanin Ball is Pajama Jam House Party. I mean, Kid and Play House Party Pajama Jam. TLC wearing those pajamas.
I
You know,
love it.
so you're gonna come in your pajamas. The tables are available for vendors and authors for all the cities. Sponsorship packages are available. You do not have to come to the event. You can just sponsor the event or sponsor a reader to come to the event. Cause shit, times are hard and motherfuckers can't afford a lot of shit, so this will help them out. And if you want to give books, you can as well. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So, and the next thing, I have a social media content creator planner for Black women. It is goals. It is content creation, step by step, calendar, all that shit, analytics, and then it's self care. So Black women, we tend to take on too much, and we don't take care of ourselves. That's why it was important to put that on there. And also, I have a YouTube channel. Thank you for getting me to 1,000 followers and over 1,000 followers. I appreciate you. So I am now monetized. Thank you. Thank you. Every interview that I put on there will be from TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. It will be put on there plus my reviews and whatever bullshit I have to come up with that day. So please subscribe, link in my bio, and my website is up. Yes, I do write blog reviews. Yes, they are just like how I talk to you now. So if I said the bitch should have swallowed, I meant that with my whole chest. I meant that. If I say he had a peanut egg roll in his pants, I meant that with my whole chest. Yeah. So those are the things that, and then also, what am I missing? If you want to go to a podcast, it's just not me in the game. You can go to Booked and Busy, who does Pop Your Ish. So if you are an author who wants to market more on TikTok, you go to her page and DM her and let her know you want to be on Pop Your Ish. And if you're looking for a developmental editor who did Jaquel J's book,
That's Tylee right there.
that's Tylee, marked by Tylee. And if you're looking for an online bookstore run by a reader and a Black woman, that will be Shannon. She is a bookstore that caters to indie book authors. So when other bookstores don't put your book in there, she's going to make sure you get your books in there. And she also does book boxes for authors, so you can be in a book box that the readers also get when they purchase your book. And last but not least, we have Natalie, who owns Urban Tea Room. She makes book boxes that are tea for authors based off of your books. So if you're not following the Urban Tea Room, she did pot